Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America, planet Earth. We're back with another edition of Bar-jutsu Live. I'm Jim, just Jim. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody fucking cares. Look at the Meineke up here. Look at her boobies. Ah. When the summer comes, she promised she's going to make special appearances. We love you, Meineke. Miss you.
Want to be on you.
I want to be on. Throw it out there. You like it? Keep it. Not send it right back. I want to have your baby.
Whoa! Bombshell right off the jump.
And with us in the hot seat right now is the one and only, the man who is just so fabulous inside of bed.
Ooh,
outside.
Oh, keep blowing me, man.
The one and
I love
only
it.
BP3, Mr. Ben Benet of Pittsburgh Sports Distributor.
And we are part of the BB3 BP Entertainment brand right here with the Pittsburgh Sports Distributor. And I got to tell you, right off the top of the show, he and I have been in sync, like right off the bat. I'm thinking we're getting good. This is getting good, man.
Mono Stay Piedros. And guess what? We got a special guest. We're supposed to have another special guest. No showing on us. God damn it, Dr. Barry. But backed by popular demand, and when I say popular, I mean the two dudes in this room right here. The Reverend Dale Miller. What's up, Dale?
What's going on?
Holy shit, are you Reverend?
I am ordained through the Church of the Latter-day Dude.
The Latter-day Dude?
Yep.
That's a real thing.
Yes, it is.
Like, praise Christ. That's a
Praise Christ and White Russians.
I used to call him the Dart Man.
Yeah.
When we started playing beer pong and he was in the league,
Yeah.
he just fucking was like, he would just, when he'd get mad, he was like, we got to come back. He would start throwing it like a dart right into the cup. So he was Dart Man. And then he comes in one day and he's like, hey, I'm an ordained minister. So now he's the Reverend Dale Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what's nice about that? I never knew that about you, and I've known you about 10 years. I never knew that about you, which I think is a beautiful thing that like you're not all Ned Flanders up in people's face like hi diddly hi.
Oakley doke.
Praise praise the Lord and all that stuff. But I mean like that's awesome though.
Hey, we got a good show coming up. We want to talk about we do this like every year. We're talking about upcoming events. We got one I'm real excited about, hosted by Ben Benet. We also have the Uno Championship. The Meineke presents the Uno Championship, which you will also be a part of.
Okay.
Very excited about it. It is tournament number 2, right?
Yeah.
Because we did one last. That was years ago.
No, it was years ago.
Yeah, it was Valentine's Day at that fucking dude's house, and it fucking was like, I got to be on the show. Oh wait, I got to take this phone call.
I saw the weird body pillow and just kind of like was like, okay, whatever.
But we're going to talk about some stuff. We got some news. We got some sports. We also got some sponsors. So let's get the sponsors out of the way. They're the best. Obviously, this is Meineke Presents. Bar-jutsu Live. I want to thank Meineke Car Care in Castle Shannon and Pleasant Hills. If you're experiencing any car issues and you're just fucking driving that jalopy and you're like, why did my wheel fucking fall off? Get that shit towed over to Meineke. They're going to look at it and they're going to be like, yo, this is what's wrong. You got a Thrasher rod and a
rotator splint
that needs fixing. We're not going to do it unless you say so. And then I'm like, dude, I'm fucking broke. I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. And they're like, guess what? We got you too. We got Car Care. It's a fucking, it's like a credit thing. It's like Afterpay.
And I know this personally because I know that I've said it week after week about my exhaust getting fixed, and they took care of me at the Meineke Car Care in Castle Shannon. Latest update, had a severe flat tire on my left rear. Took it right to Meineke Car Care, Castle Shannon. They fixed it. They fixed the rim. They fixed the valve stem, the whole nine. They took care of it. And guess what? Because I was a repeat customer, just for me personally, having nothing to do with Bar-jutsu, no charge. It helped me out. It was unbelievable.
Free rim job, and they checked your stem.
Absolutely.
Doesn't get any better than that.
I didn't even. You know what? They bought me a bag of combos, and that's dinner enough for me.
I like it. Meineke Car Care. Check them out. Also, try to go in there and steal my belt back. Goddamn Bruce, the owner, he owns them both, came in, grabbed my nutsack, and he is the new gay world chicken champion. I'm going to get that fucking belt back. I shit you not.
I've been deep-throating Oscar Mayer hot dogs all week to try and get that certain poultry-based fabulous championship.
I love it. Now, also, we're also sponsored by Iron City Beer. So, and I blew that spot. I wanted to fucking lead it with a fucking, you know, when you're stuck in Pittsburgh and the weather is 80 degrees at 8 a.m. and then it's 30 degrees at 3 p.m. and you just fucking are just down in the dumps and you're looking at that noose that's been hanging in the center of your living room for 6 weeks. And you're out of the Jergens, moisturizer, and you just don't know what to do yourself. Crack open an Iron City beer and just wash those tears away. I know a lot of people like to use those tears for lubricant for something, but let's not. And say we did. Iron City beer, folks.
It's not nice to talk about people that aren't here.
Well, that mango beer is actually quite delightful.
Love the mango.
Yeah, I love the mango.
I am a huge fan of the mango.
The mango Iron City is delicious after like a Permane sandwich. Yeah, you have like
so good.
after you're good. You're
Watch all
Saturday night,
that sodium now.
done, son.
And you know what else I like to do? When I fucking wreck my car, and I'm like pissed off already. I get all fucking shit-faced drunk and everything. First thing I think of, let's buy a gun. And where else can we buy a gun? KMC Firearms. Finger licking good. Finger flicking good. KMC. Shoot some shit. Pew, pew, pew. Mananini. Aye.
What?
She gets mad.
Talking about guns, and then you bring up your lady.
Well, because I see a picture of her up here. I'm like, yeah, she is. And I try to bite her, and she elbows me. She's got these vicious elbows. She's a fucking fighter. I hate it. Like, I'll be sitting there, and she hits me with an elbow, and, like, I cry, and then I don't.
You're selling for her.
Mananini. Oh, no, trust me. There's no selling on that. KMC Firearms. And check out those belts hanging behind Bembenet. The one, okay, so that one that you're pointing at right now, I can't give credit to Noor Belts for that one. It's a beauty. That was made by Dave Milliken, the ace of belts. I love him. He's the best. Made WWE's belts. Made that for me as a personal favor. Good guy. But that beauty right there, that winged eagle, god of erection, mounted on fucking your shoulder, just pisses excellence.
The quality of this belt by Noor Belts, and I'm telling you because it's right here in front of me. This can make it. This can make it to TV, like the national TV.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing with Jim. I had, he and I text message back and forth, and he was sending me pictures of the progression of how this was made, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
He makes belts, and he'll do it for you if you ask him to. Like, if you don't ask him, he doesn't do it. But I told him, I said, hey, I'm a belt mark, and I love to see how the process goes. So anytime he, when he CNCs the plate, he sends me that. And then he's like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to polish it. Sends me a picture of it polished. When it's silver, it's gorgeous. And then he goes, hey, we're going to dip it in gold tomorrow. So he sends me step by step, and then he always asks me, he's like, black leather, right? Blue leather, whatever the leather's going to be. He confirms it before you do it. And he says, are these the colors that you want? You say, yeah. Then he does it and he sends it to you. I'm telling you, this guy is amazing. If you have the design ready to go, you send it to him, you send him the payment, you'll have that belt in like a week. It's crazy how quickly he works.
So you mean to tell me if I loaded the spaceship with rocket fuel, I could get this in a powder green leather? Sorry, Jim Hellwig.
Noor Belts. Love it. Jim Hellwig. You went for the shoot name. That's awesome. And it's summer. Summer's coming up. Spring season. Everything's warm until it's not. Until it's frostbitten over. Your nuts are freezing. Get that bike running. Take it over to Phoenix Motorsports. Kevin's going to hook you up. He's a good dude. He's not going to charge you a lot because that's his thing. That's what he does. If you want to reach around and give him a little tug, I'm sure he's not going to shy you away.
That's actually, you've been talking a lot about testicles right off the jump, and I just want to give like a quick, I want to give a quick free plug to St. Clair Hospital, because as you know, I had a hiatal hernia this week.
You did?
I went to St. Clair Hospital. It was something oddly pleasing about two grown men, doctors, feeling my balls with ultrasound lube.
Nothing wrong.
And nothing wrong, but they took care of it. And I have a couple appointments to fix everything. St. Clair Hospital, God bless you, because you detected everything at the right time. Guys, if you're out there and you're not feeling well or something, get your balls felt. It doesn't have to be by a professional.
No, not at all.
Not at all. You don't even have to pay for it. Get a lady or a guy, whatever pleases you, get your balls felt. But if you need to by a professional, go to St. Clair Hospital. My God.
I like it. I do like it. Fista Productions, you guys are awesome. You're constantly filling out some stuff. Somebody's calling me. I don't know who this is. Can't even answer it because we're live on the air. I should blast it. It may be our guest that's raw. He's from lost right now. But anyways, we got Noor Belts, and who else we got? We got
Fista Productions,
Fista Productions. We got IndieWrestling.us.
IndieWrestling.us.
Okay, if you want to check out some of their greatest videos, including the latest DeMarco versus Hughes fiasco, where somebody got shit on and a dildo was brought in, and if you think I'm making that up just for the show,
It's a banger. Like honestly, it's a banger. Pun half intended with the dildo involved, but
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Dale, you're back with
Yeah.
us. I like it. How's it going?
It's going, man. I took a little bit of time off, did some life changes, career changes, stuff like that. But the stars are aligning once more, and we're back better than ever, ready to hit the ground running. I'm
I
excited.
can dig it. I knew that you could.
It's been years since I've seen you, man.
Yeah.
So like that's awesome to hear. You know, that's
Yeah.
awesome to hear, and you're still on the road
you
doing
know
stand
what?
up. That's beautiful.
You were
Yes.
there when he was there, and we were at the Down There Bar and Grill,
Down There.
which is now closed now, which I want to buy. Because tell me that bar wasn't fucking
Oh, that
gorgeous.
was
Crazy.
That bar was absolutely gorgeous. The only problem was the death trap in the beginning. You were like, "Where's the bar?" Oh, down these stairs that make a fucking straight shot
Talk
down.
about fucking Pittsburgh death stairs.
Dude,
It reminded me of my old house in Dormont because back in the 1100 to 1300 block, you had these houses that are like on top of each other. So you only had like so much room, but you had like 20 steps down, and I swear to you, like
dude, I'll never forget the one night I called Dale. We're getting ready to go live, and I'm like, "Dude, where are you at?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm here." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't see you." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm up at the top of the stairs." And I'm like, "Oh, well, all right, come on down." He goes, "Yeah, I have a problem." And I go, "What's the problem?" He's like, "I don't want to die."
Those stairs were something else, man.
And I started laughing. I was like, "Oh, dude, that's a good bit. Use it for the show." And he was like, "Yeah, I guess so." He was dead serious. He's like, "I don't want to die."
oh my god.
All right, hey, we got enough of the sponsors going on. Let's talk a little Pittsburgh Sports Distributor, brought by Ben Benet. What's going on in the world of sports?
What is happening, guys? It's great. It's you know what, and honestly, guys, it's great to be back here. You know, it's had a couple weeks where got all, as the kids say nowadays, sixes and sevens. You know, like it. But I'm back here, and it's it's great to be here because a lot of things happened in the time that I was gone. But I'm just going to go through real quick a couple of things I got. Starting off with the Penguins. Earlier this week, they had a dominating victory against Colorado Avalanche, 7-2. I mean, it was one of the most complete games that you could possibly see. It was an excellent game. And then they had a 5-4 shootout win against the Winnipeg Jets, which was also an excellent, complete game because you're rolling out four solid lines on offense, and your top four D guys were really looking good, and everything is just really coming together. And it was bookended with a 5-6 shootout loss and a 5-1 shootout shellacking against Carolina. And the Flightless Birds still find themselves in a tenuous second place spot in the Metro Division. As of this moment, as of this record, right now, live, they're currently playing the Colorado Avalanche at the Paint Can. It started at 7:00, so they're about midway through the second period, or beginning of the second period.
What place are they in?
They're second place, but it's by like points because all of a sudden the revamped Buffalo Sabres have really come along fairly strongly. And as far as that goes, we're about 2/3 of the way through the year, and Dan Muse right now, if he's not coach of the year, then there's something wrong with the system, and Gary Bettman needs fired. Well, he needed fired 20 years ago, but regardless, Dan Muse is getting coach of the year because he is getting the absolute most out of these players because nobody expected them to be where they're at right now, and they're all buying into the system, and it's a beautiful thing. And finally, Erik Karlsson is starting to get Norris Trophy votes, which is the top defenseman in the NHL, and it's finally starting to come together for him. He's finally starting to get it and buy in, which is part of the valuable nature of Dan Muse as head coach. So, and yesterday, the Pittsburgh, moving on to the Pirates, they wrapped up their Grapefruit League play with a 5-2 loss yesterday, and they're currently headed north for the regular season. It happens this Thursday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time against the New York Mets. So there's this Thursday, 1:15. If you're not doing anything, go check out the grand opening of the first full season under manager Don Kelly. So it's actually really exciting because you're looking at the lineup right now. The big headline right now, though, is Connor Griffin, 19-year-old shortstop Connor Griffin, who I was literally blowing.
Gone.
He's already down in AAA Indianapolis.
Get him out of
A
here.
little more season.
He stinks on ice.
Come on.
Fuck him.
He's not on ice, man. Shortstop. But you know, he needs a little more seasoning because he actually only had 100 bats at AA.
You know what he needs?
What's that?
Pubes.
And KMC Firearms to shoot the shit out of Don Kelly, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so but I mean, you're looking at the lineup. You know, you got O'Neal Cruz, Brandon Lau, Ryan O'Hearn, Marcell Ozuna, Brian Reynolds, Spencer Horwitz, and Mangum on offense. I mean, that is a solid contending lineup right there when you look at it. And when you're on the stump, you're looking at the hill. You got Jesus H. Skeens. Start, you know, as your number one pitcher, your opening day starter here in PNC Park, happening on Tuesday.
You know,
I'm about one step away from
stinks.
Jared Jones, you got Jared Jones, Mitch Keller, you got Mason Montgomery, Carmen Majinski, and Mason Miller. In on the stump, back half of the bullpen is looking fantastic. And honestly, when you put that all together, I don't see any reason why 85 wins and at least a wild card spot isn't a real possibility. That's not lofty expectations. That's not speaking in grand hyperbole. But if you look at the lineup that I just described, there's no reason why that they can't, as they start on Thursday against the New York Mets, why they can't happen.
I just want to interject real quick.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with sports, but I just want to give a shout out to our sports guy for doing such a great job since he's got on board. I'll tell you what he did. And I know that he's in the middle of his sports rant, and that's fine and everything. But we were getting shit ready, running a little behind and everything, doing all the stuff, talking, and I'm jib-jabbing the Dale over here. And Ben over here goes, hey, big man, what's up? He's like, it's 8:01. That's the kind of fucking dedication I like. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks, man.
And it has nothing to do with the size of your nuts.
They're probably going to shrink after surgery, but I mean, that's needed. I mean, come on.
I like it.
Come on.
Let's keep rolling.
They're average. It's about the log in the middle. I'm just saying.
Keep on rolling.
Okay. So, I mean, like I said, we're looking at possibly I'm projecting 85 wins and at least the second wild card, which would be great because then come October down at PNC Park, we might have another blackout and a Johnny Cueto drop the ball game against Cincinnati. Dale knows exactly what I'm talking about.
5 wins from the Pirates?
It's a real possibility. Again, you look at the middle of this lineup. When you're talking about O'Hearn, Ozuna, Reynolds, Horwitz, and Mangum, then you throw Lau in at the third spot. This is a lineup that is in contention. The Cardinals blow their wad every July, and when you look at it, the Brewers never have anything for the National League in September. This looks like a legitimate contender. And then there'll be a weakness in the starting 5 rotation. When you're talking about Skeens, Jones, Keller, now you throw those 3 guys in a 5-game series, who wants some? Who wants some? John Cena, you want some? Come get some. Right? Oh, wait, he's retired.
That Skeens guy, he's a joke. Everybody, the only reason people talk about him is because he's got a hot girlfriend. She's not even that hot. She's a bit of a pig. But
I mean, she's
it's a matter of perspective, man.
I believe the term is gaslighting, sir.
She's a Pittsburgh 7.
Oh, wait. Now we're talking region and numbers here. Let me tell you something, brother.
She's like a Utah 5.
She is a Pittsburgh 11. Now you send her out to LA 7, maybe. 7, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's so many intangible factors. See, you're sending me down this rabbit hole. I tell you what, you fag. We're firing him from his show, right? Okay, great. And then to wrap things up for baseball, Andrew McCutchen, who God bless him for all his contributions to the Pirates, he actually made the big league game day roster with the Texas Rangers. So, Andrew, thanks for what you did for the city. 2013 through 2015 was a hell of a time. as a sweet redemption story for 20 years of losing, and he was a main part of it. So
Does he?
Touch.
The Rangers let him bring his wheelchair out on the field?
Hey, he's got
like
you got 10 years on him, kids. So watch.
Do I really?
Yeah, you got to. Yeah.
Wow.
and then just glossing over as far as Steelers offseason goes, like if you were to give a grade for the Steelers offseason right now, it's got to be an A. It absolutely has to be an A because they've addressed all the basic needs that they really right now. And right now, when you're going into the draft, which we will get into, we're going into the draft. The needs that will be met are a little bit ancillary right now because you're talking about they signed free agent wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr., running back Rico Dowdle, left guard Ryan McCollum, safety Jamel Dean, safety Juwan Brisker of Pittsburgh, of not Clareton, not Carlton, Charleroi. I was going to get it. I was going to Swiggy Swanee, Samsonite.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, from Charleroi. It was way off. Then we got defensive lineman from Tennessee, Sebastian Joseph Day. We re-signed strong safeties, Asante Samuel, and versatile offensive backup lineman Jack Driscoll. So that's a lot of issues have already been addressed. Plus, they've got 12 draft choices coming up this year. So it's looking excellent as far as the Steelers offseason goes. And to wrap things up, to put a bow on things, in NASCAR, Tyler Reddick back on the winning track, pun intended, with his fourth win in 5 races this year as he took the Spring Darlington race, which is absolutely unbelievable. That's virtually unheard of, the fact that he's gone on this kind of level dominance. Fantastic. So that would be the Pittsburgh Sports Distributor. I'm done.
Let's do my hands.
Yeah, we were real happy with what's going on. And at the end of the day, you got to be happy about that.
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
Shit. So
really loving that haircut.
Yeah, no, I feel good, man. So going back to the sports topic real quick, I want to talk about one thing that's bugging me. That's absolutely blowing my mind. The ESPN cornhole sensation, the quadriplegic that was involved in a homicide, driving, shot somebody.
How? It can't be real.
There is such a litany of questions.
It can't be. There's no way. I've seen this guy play.
Yeah.
He's not that good.
Eats it.
But thinking of that movie Kids when they're on the subway and the guy's rolling around on the subway. I have no legs. I have no legs. But at least he had arms. But this guy doesn't even have arms. When you said throw pillow earlier a couple minutes ago, I almost died because I'm thinking this guy's a human throw pillow.
Could you
with
imagine?
A wiener.
Could you imagine right now? He's talking to his buddy. He's like, they got nothing. They got nothing. And I'm like, well, dude, I don't know, man. They got you.
How the hell do you get fingerprints on the gun?
But he's like, they ain't got nothing.
They got nuts.
They're like, why don't you think they have nothing? He's like, I got no fucking hands, man.
Yeah, like he's unarmed.
Okay. Even in theory, he had prosthetic arms. You still have to have the sensory ability to put not only just pick up the gun.
Here's my thinking. This is the only way it could possibly be true, right? He says, hey, you know what? I play cornhole. I do the thing. I'm really into guns, though. And he says, I'm a championship cornhole player. So I got a little bit of cash stored away. I would like to go start doing target shooting, but I need some sort of robot that does it. And all I got to do is activate it with my voice. And then he's like, shoot him.
Does he Looney Tune it and rig up a system and has the rope in his mouth just goes like this?
It has to be. That's the only way. It's the only way. He has to rig something up so that he can pull that off. Because it's got to be a special type of gun. And then you're telling me this guy was driving? What was he driving? A little Tykes? On power wheels?
Okay. As far as the driving goes, I'm thinking of the movie Demolition Man when she's like, car, left turn, 100 feet. and the car makes a turn.
That's an excellent point. He could have been driving a Tesla.
Yeah, he could have had that self-driving Tesla.
All right. See, we should change this from Bar-jutsu Live to the Bar Detectives. That's what we're putting shit out right now. Here, live at Scarpaci's in Mount Washington.
We're piecing the puzzle together. Oh.
And see, now I'm thinking this is like Charles Manson for a new generation, because if you remember the Charles Manson story,
Right.
he never actually committed the murders. It was all his followers.
That is true.
So modern technology being what it is, here's this guy Nubby McNubberson, and he's got the mind control over a robot that can do that finish the job.
What if he bought one of those sex dolls that freaking Aaron Romeo has?
I don't know, but I will tell you this,
So ridiculous.
and we've talked about this before on the show.
Wait, Aaron Romeo.
They used to be $5,000. You can get them for like $600, not even used. But $600 on Amazon. I'll get one.
How much? What'd you say? Oh, we're not doing that now. Okay.
Imagine introducing that to your girlfriend. Hey, this is Sandy. Say hi to Sandy. Hi, Sandy. She's not going to say anything back. Why not? I told her not to. That because she's an adult? No. Well, why is Sandy wearing a strap on? We'll get into that in my
Bring the blow-up doll to Thanksgiving dinner. She's really shocked to be here.
But I just can't figure out how this dude got away with it.
Well, he didn't get away with it. He got arrested.
But what I'm saying is,
How did he
get arrested,
do it?
how did he get away with? How did he pull it off?
Yeah, how did he pull it off? That's the question.
So
that's what's baking everybody's noodle right now.
The John Bobbitt question: how to pull it off, right?
That's right.
That's right. I cannot wait. I'm gonna be like that Jon Stewart gif, eating popcorn, watching to see how this.
Because he's gotta have custom everything. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
He has to have custom car, custom gun.
How did the $1 million question? How does he reach down and get himself off, man? Because that's probably what drove him absolutely nuts and made him want to kill somebody. Because probably the dude that was riding the passenger seat was like, "Hey, guess what I could do?" And cranks one out.
Could you imagine though? Could you imagine waking up? You got no arms, no legs. First thing you got to do is take a shit. You're like, fuck.
That's why bidets, man.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Because not everything has a bidet.
No.
What if he's on tour doing the cornhole thing? Nobody's there to wash his cornhole. I'm just saying. There's so many things.
That is when a rim job becomes applicable.
I did not see that. Or you get the Randy Marsh, South Park Randy Marsh, the Japanese toilet. You don't see him. I
mean, the guy has to have some sort of. You can only imagine. Was he born with that? He's an amputee. So they were cut off.
Yeah,
okay?
He's a quadriplegic.
So he had to be, at least in the beginning, somebody had to wipe him, right?
Yeah.
So somebody had to wipe him, and I would assume somebody's still wiping him,
He's in jail, and he's probably going to be there for the rest of his life. A quality of life, I don't know. But that means you have to have 20.
Could you imagine? When you go into jail, they're like, okay, they pat you down and everything, and then they put you in a cell. When he went to jail, they were probably just like, put in that drawer. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Don't have to worry about overcrowding there. You just, like I said, tuck him in the closet. He's done.
That's just mind-boggling.
I honestly cannot wait to hear the details of how this happened. If he even did it. Because do we have absolute confirmation?
I want this to be the case that is shown on that one TV network where they do all
Investigation Discovery.
Not Investigation Discovery, like Law and Crime or whatever it is, where they show the court cases that are somewhat famous, like they did the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Best one. Did you watch that?
That was one to watch.
That was amazing. I watched that.
He just shits on her the whole time he's on testimony.
And she shits on him, literally.
Yeah, literally. And I'm telling you right now, I know we talked about this on the show whenever it came out, but he played that so well. Even if he was guilty, he did the actor Johnny Depp's thing, where he had the attorney stuttering, and he's like, "You want to try that again?" And he played it off so well. You could do nothing but love Johnny Depp,
That
even if you were
was
like, I can't stand him because of political views and everything. After watching that,
it was
he was
such-
like, you know, after he won, he kind of was like, try to shit on me again, bitch.
Yeah, he had it. And I mean, you talk like I've never seen a human being like literally the textbook definition of permanent bitch face.
Oh my god.
Amber Heard, my
Well,
God, like
not only that, she is gone.
Oh, yeah.
She moved to another Paris or something.
something like that.
Like she had kids and stuff, and she moved.
Yeah,
And I
just
think because she's off, like you can't find her anywhere.
Nope.
I think somebody said, if I read it right, I could be wrong. She had plastic surgery just to kind of like change a little bit of what she looked like, so that she wasn't because she became the most hated person on the planet. Everybody hated her.
rightfully so.
So she dropped out of the limelight. She moved to like not Paris because I think they lived in Paris. She moved to like Sweden or something
Yeah,
like
she
that.
moved somewhere.
She's in a country where she's like, I am nowhere to be found.
Where'd Garfield send Odie all the time? Abu Dhabi?
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about. Holy shit, we're 32 fucking minutes in. God
I'm not
damn it,
talking
Dale.
about literally.
No. That was good though because I
You're
mean,
like-
like
But I want to talk about what we got coming up next.
Yes.
We got a few things coming up next. Dale's got a project he's going to kind of like touch on. We don't want to give it away, but we've been talking about this, and I think I'm going to do it the week of April 12th. Unless they change it, I have vacation coming up. We have the Meineke Uno Championship 2. It's the second one. This one, first time we're ever going to have it. Have you seen the belt?
No, I haven't seen
It's amazing. Big silver. Okay, so you know the stupid the belts that they use now for the WWE,
Right.
the like Universal Champion, the like the reverse Superman logo, whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
It's that.
the ones that I think are genius on the WWE's part because there's no indie trash bag indie fed that can actually use that belt
Right.
and just take their logo
Exactly.
on it and call it theirs.
And that's
you can't do it.
I
It's
know,
beautiful.
like what's behind you now. I love. I've always loved tradition, but then they started getting into these weird designs. But you have a great point. As much as I don't like the current belts for WWE, that's a brilliant point. You can't like no replica belt can be like, hey, this is our championship. Why is it a big WWE logo? But it's just act like it's not there. But the Uno Championship is actually that belt. But instead of it being the big W, they filled it in and it's got the Uno logo. It's amazing. Check it out on Bar-jutsu's page. We have it on there. We'll post it again tonight because we're going to be doing this at Meineke in Pleasant Hills. They're going to shut it down. Not, I mean, obviously after hours, but after hours, we're going in there. We're setting up the cameras. We're going to have the table in there. We're going to have you. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
We have some guests. We got Meineke Mike is coming back. I think Lauren, the girl that works like in his thing, she does the billing and all that shit. I want to say that she's playing, so we're gonna have two more contestants, and I think Meineke is gonna give those spots away. So we got to see what they're gonna do. But we're gonna have this tournament in a Meineke. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have multiple cameras set up and everything. I love it.
It's gonna be fun. That'll actually be a good time. Good time. I think.
Yeah.
Especially if what you described it as wrestling trivia.
No. It's
Getting ahead of ourselves there.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that one yet. We're doing the Uno Championship.
The Uno.
It's actually Uno. But
I don't know fuck all about Uno.
No, it's great. It's great.
Okay.
But it leads into the show that we're bringing back, which is actually where we met Dale here. Dale was for the first time I ever met you.
Yes.
Was at the first actually live televised version of Wrestling Trivia Main Event,
Yes,
which
sir.
we're bringing back. It's going to be hosted by yours true, your own one and only Ben Monet.
This is gonna be fun.
He's going to be doing it. I wish I would have kept the ring podiums. We can always make them again. But I think we're going to do it here. We're going to have the three tables just set up, the buzzers that we had before because we still have the buzzers. But we're going to do it here where we're going to have the camera set up and everything. It's going to be wrestling trivia right here. You're going to come back for that. You're going to be one of the guests.
Yes,
Mark. Mark, I don't want to say his last name because I don't want to blast it on Facebook.
No.
But Mark is coming back, and he's going to be defending his title. We're gonna have a new
Roman Reigns to my CM Punk.
We're gonna have a new belt, so he doesn't have to lose it. And I think we're gonna have an IWC wrestler taking him on, taking the two of you guys on for the comeback episode of that. So we get that going. We still got to do the arm wrestling championship, which that's a difficult one because we're not doing just like one belt. We're going to have the multiple class weights and everything and all that stuff. But we're also doing that here in house. We're going to have a table set up. We're going to be doing that. I'm hoping we're bringing back Bar-jutsu Sports. If you guys don't see what we're doing here, we're trying to do what we did pre-COVID. It was beautiful. Bar-jutsu channel was just nothing but podcasts. We were doing Bar-jutsu Sports, Bar-jutsu Live. I was doing the Pooping with a Twist. We started doing I started doing the Fuck This Fucking Game, the video game. I got so much more coming up. We got the guest that was supposed to be here tonight, which I don't know where he is. He's got a podcast. I don't want to give it away, so whenever he does come, we'll talk about that. We got
give it a teaser, just a little bit.
It's kind of like a love, like if you're experiencing problems in love, he wants to be like a love doctor.
Anybody that knows my Facebook profile knows I do a Brett Paradise Lovely Tip series where I give and I'm not going to hone in on his territory or something, but like I know exactly what he's trying to do. Like how you advance with women, advance with females, or what happens in arguments and all that other stuff. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah. Plus, I got another podcast. Man, that's just like I said. This is what I want to do with my downtime. There's a certain job that I work at during the day that I get people that come onto the show all the time that work at the same place. And it sucks because we're allowed to talk about certain things, but we're not allowed to mention names. We're not allowed to mention the place. We're not allowed to mention certain things. We're going to be doing that kind of like vague mentions.
Can I give a vague pantomime description?
Yes.
Okay. Now you'll know what I'm doing from back in 2008. Drop your hat, you stupid bitch! Don't forget to take NASCAR race for me. I love you.
Oh God, we got to play that pilot on. New Jack, Bounty Hunter, and beyond. So we have that podcast coming up. Just again, trying to build that network back up. People were digging it. When we had the Bar-jutsu Sports every other week when we were doing this, that was fabulous. But Dale's got one, and I kind of want you to touch on it. You got one coming up that you came here to talk about. What is it?
Yeah. So, working with a couple of places over in Ohio. Not going to name names yet. Not going to put dollars to donuts on it, whatever. But basically, since I have all my connections through Husky Pro Comedy, I want to bring together some of my friends to take part in a pastime that has been popular since 2004. Being broadcast on...
I don't know if we can broadcast circle jerks on here.
Yeah, no, it was on ESPN.
ESPN.
Wait a minute. If I eat the soggy cookie, does that mean I get the gay chicken championship?
You gotta talk to the Meineke.
Okay, all right.
That's between you and him. But no,
everybody knows what a soggy cookie is. Come on. He said circle jerk.
Go ahead.
But we're looking to launch July of this year. I'm actually going to do some teaser footage coming up in June related to a trip that I'm going on personally. And just stay tuned, man. It's going to be great.
Still in the works.
It's
fine,
we're fine-tuning things. We got one place down. I got one more to go.
I like it.
And then we're going to be ready to launch.
Like it. I got to tell you, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little off tonight. Mananini knows what I'm talking about right up here. About a year ago or so, she introduced me to a certain television show that had 15 seasons. And I said I would never watch it because I wasn't interested in it. This morning, I watched the series finale, and I'm a man enough to admit I shed a tear. I finally finished Supernatural. And let me tell you, I can't wait to start it all over again. The season 1, episode 1. Best fucking show ever. So many things. And if I ever meet, hey, I'm just saying, I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
Chicken.
But $20 is $20. I'm telling you.
Speaking of Supernatural, did you know that both the lead characters from Supernatural are going to be on The Boys for the final season coming up, and it's launching in April?
Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles. Which, you know what? Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy, fucking
So good.
fucking hilarious. The episode where they walk in on him and he's banging the two fat 60-year-old chicks, and he's just like, "Hey, it never gets old." Great, just fucking great show.
Great team.
But I'm telling you, like I watched it this morning. I got up this morning early and I said I got one episode left. I'm gonna watch it, and I watched it and just fucking, dude, it had me. I was just like, I was like, all right. And I don't know what was so sad about it, that it was just such a great ending. A lot of people didn't like the ending. I love the ending, but like it was hard for me because I was like, this is a show that I really took really quickly. And I loved it, and it's over. And I know I'll never have another new episode of it. And it was just so good. The acting was just funny, and it was dark, and it was just supernatural. Thank you, Amanda Nini, for that. I can't wait to start it over again. It was great.
Okay.
That's why I'm all wound up today.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's good. My ADHD precludes me from watching things more than an hour long. It's not Monday Night Raw. Which, by the way, I don't know. I meant to say something about this as part of the Pittsburgh Sports Distributor. Did you catch any of the SmackDown on Friday?
Not this.
Okay, long and short of it, the main crux of it, 3 hours long, and it was the main crux of it was Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. 3 hours long. Every time before they would go to commercial break, they were fighting, and I had this guy rolling because to me, I keep making cartoon references and stuff. I swear to God, it looked like a live action version of Peter Griffin fighting the chicken.
Yes.
Like every time it's chicken, give me back coupon. And they started going out. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is Peter Griffin and the chicken the whole time. They fell off of ledges, like the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. And then you brought up CM Punk. Well, him and Roman Reigns were going at it on Raw, and the Usos were brought in and stuff. And I mean, like,
I thought
fairly captivating television for the build-up, leading into WrestleMania 42, which a lot of people, weren't saying that there's not a lot of sizzle, as far as that goes.
Sorry, I get thrown off. Somebody's trying to call me from Harrisburg. Like, who the hell would be calling me from Harrisburg?
You got any student loans?
I was wondering if it was they were trying to get on the air.
So, I thought you were going to mention the whole jelly roll and the.
Oh, well, there's a whole other deal. No, speak on that, man.
Yeah, so they're going to be in Pittsburgh actually on Friday for SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be Jelly Roll versus Kit Wilson because they had an on-air back and forth, and Kit was saying, "Oh, I liked you better when you were fat. You probably are happy now that you can actually see your dick." And then all of a sudden his comment was, "Well, yeah, your mother loves it." And it's like, okay, cool. We're going back to the 90s with the throwback.
Yeah, they actually are, because even the Punk and Roman Reigns thing, to close out Raw last night, they were dropping some S-bombs.
Jizz and oil at one point.
Yeah, he's talking about Punk talks about the jizz in Roman Reigns' hair because of the amount of grease that he has in it. I mean, they were good, but that's what you can get away with Netflix because you're not regulated by the FCC.
No,
it's like being on here.
Yes,
we're not regulated by the Federal Communication Commission, so I can say fuck, shit, bitch, whatever, cock, balls. It's just a point, Frank. You don't have to celebrate it.
Shit, piss, cocks like a motherfucker, tits, fart,
right.
turd, and twat. Thank
there
you,
go,
George Carlin.
There you go, Carlin. At the end of the day, they can start to go there. Although Levesque, Triple H, said we're not gonna just say, curse and show racy shit just to do it.
No, they need to do it. They need to go back to the 90s. Titties with the DX when he's like, show him. That was. I'm not kidding you, man.
I'd like the Terry Invitational
I would
tournament.
run home. I'd be like, yo, I'd be late from work. I'd be like, is DX on yet? They'd be like, no.
Let's get ready.
All right, who's it go? My mom would be like, dude, why don't you go upstairs and watch it? Not enough time.
Dinner's ready.
Got all awkward.
Dinner's ready.
I'm hungry. We've been doing the same show for the last 12 years.
And in no way is that depressing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You picked the wrong fucking night to come. That's what she said.
No, you picked the awesome night to come. And I'm going to keep coming again and again.
My mom always says, why don't you just rename this the Penis Show? Sad that I had that conversation with my.
I always wonder, like, what your mom says, like, when I post for Bar-jutsu. Like, I see that she watches it, and I'm thinking, what the hell is she thinking when I say some of the shit that the word vomit that comes out of my mouth?
No, I love it. I absolutely love it. But Jesus Christ, we're pretty much at the end of the fucking show.
We are.
I want to thank Dr. Barry for showing up. You got anything you want to add to that one, Doc? No?
Yeah, how are you, Johnny? Yeah, good to be here.
But,
Thanks for coming, Barry. Yeah, buried my bone in your backyard.
What?
Goulet.
What's that?
What's that, Doc? Yes? You better watch your job, Jimmy. Doc over here.
Tail Miller.
Yes, sir.
You're awesome. Thank you for coming back. We love it. You know, you were always welcome. You're still south of Pittsburgh, right?
Yes,
That's why
I am.
it's so hard. A lot of people are always like, hey, where's Dale at? I'm like, the dude has to drive like an hour to get here. It's a pain in the ass. So we always,
Always
anytime
take
you
a
come
look.
by, you're always welcome.
Absolutely.
But we love it. So, but anything you want to plug before you go?
Like I said before, just stay tuned. All the socials. It's gonna be Husky Bro 86.
Husky Bro Comedy.
Husky Bro,
HBC.
Husky Bro Comedy on Facebook. Everywhere else is Husky Bro 86.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
And then what do you got for? Oh,
well, no. I just want to give it first of all, I want to give a quick personal shout out to Barry Horowitz.
Sorry, that's what. Thank you for mentioning that. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Okay, well, honestly, I'm taking my glasses off because I want this to be like an actual thing. Barry, it was an honor and a privilege. I had a great time doing what we did, and you helped me live out a dream myself. And it wasn't just interviewing an enhancement talent, an enhancement talent and a quote unquote name. You got me to do what I went to school when I went to college for. I have a degree in journalism, and I got to put it on display. And I do it every week for the sports distributor too. So this is a joy and an honor and a privilege to be here every week. But Barry, personally, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Like
I
said,
really, really appreciate it.
If you guys missed it last week, we did a special episode. We weren't here in the studio. Well, we did it back at the Bar-jutsu Live Studios. We had Barry Horowitz, WWE legend, on the show. And what was funny about it is, I always, because we were wrestlers, I always knew how treasured he was. But if you weren't a Barry Horowitz fan, you were watching the show and you said, dude, Barry Horowitz is going to be on the show? By the end of that episode, you were like, dude, fucking Barry Horowitz was on that show. He was amazing. Dude, he's so knowledgeable and just so personable, so funny, so friendly. It was, his kid Josh helped out a lot. It was amazing. But great interview. I told him, can't wait to have him in Pittsburgh. Shit, Bar-jutsu may even fly him in it.
Hey,
I would love to have him live in the show.
Meineke Car Care, Meineke Car Care, Meineke Car Care. Give us money, give us money, give us money. Meineke Car Care.
Meineke Car Care.
KMC Firearms, KMC Beer. Let's go, let's go. Give us money. Come on. Get Barry up here. Let's go.
Guys, we have, and hopefully it's going to be next week, or what is it?
What's that?
We have a new special female coming on to the show.
Yes, we have it.
She wants to sit down and talk.
We're going to have an unofficial job interview, even though I've known Brittany personally. She's very knowledgeable with sports. I showed you pictures. She is a bona fide smoke show. It's legit. So. It's legitimate. She's real. She's got a lot of good stories. She used to work at Tom's Watch Bar down on the north side, so she's got a lot of great Steeler stories. Knowledgeable with sports. I'm in negotiations. I don't know if I've got to give her sexual favors or not. I'll be glad to do it once you see her. And it's gonna be. She's good. She's a good egg. I put my stamp of approval. And I just want her. I want her to be a part of the show. And I think she'd be great for it. So stay tuned. It's in the works. We're gonna see what we can do.
See how she does in front of
Absolutely.
camera. Everybody gets a shot. Everybody gets 15 minutes. Guys, that's it for this week. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Meineke Car Care and Iron City Beer. Everybody else, thank you so much from all of us here at Bar-jutsu and Iron City Beer. Please drink responsibly, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bingo!